Charms aren't really talked about much in Siege. They're just kinda there. Okay. But they don't really get the recognition or love that skins or really anything else in Siege gets pretty much ever. Now, unless you're running the Doge Charm or something, most people don't even look or care what you're running in the game. I mean, why would they? They're pretty much useless. They swing around under your gun and that's really the end of the story. But there are still some rare charms. In fact, there are a lot of charms in the game that have been removed from Siege, so much more than there have been skins removed from the game. And some have fascinating histories, and some of the most unexpected elements that I never knew about. Hi, my name is Gang and welcome to the channel of Top 10 Rarest Charms in Rainbow Six. Now we gotta set some ground rules. There are an absolute ton of charms and no longer available in Siege, like hundreds of charms. And we'll definitely be making sequel videos about it if this video hits, 7,840. But some of these lists will be lumped together as a type of charm rather than just one singular charm. But not all of them though, so let's begin. Number 10, the Grizz Colorful. Yes, it's the Grizz Colorful again. If you're familiar from my rarest skins video, you probably saw the shitload of comments saying how the Grizz skin isn't rare because they own it. That's sort of true, but it's like the party hats from RuneScape or a lot of other limited time skins. A lot of people may own it at the time, but that doesn't mean it doesn't get less rare as time goes on, rather it's the opposite. This unique skin and charm were released on December 13th, 2019 as a bit of a collaboration between Siege and the Game for Impact Award at the Game Awards in 2019 called Grizz. Oh, that's pretty neat. That's a 2-day span. But Siege is also a really popular game. Millions of people got the skin, sure, but if you weren't playing those 2 days, well, I'm sorry, you lost out on the Grizz Colorful skin forever. Number 9, the 8-bit charm. This is a weird charm that I didn't really know where to put on this list. It's one of those charms that could be like number 9, or it could be number 1. It's hard to say. But you're gonna notice a common trend in this video is that these charms have almost no documentation on these charms. Almost all the documentation I could find on a lot of these was from Reddit, and only Reddit. Sure, there's a charm Wikipedia page, but it doesn't really tell you anything, it just shows you what the charms look like. But I looked into it more and I saw one Reddit thread suggest that it was for downloading the first TTS ever, which is the technical test server if you're new to Siege, and playing on it for the first version, but I couldn't find any sources to back that up. Interestingly though, this charm did come out in May 2017 on the TTS, but no one knew how to unlock it. Well, as far as I can tell, you were never supposed to unlock it, so I think this charm may just never be released. Stuck in the tech server forever. Number 8, the Pro League charm. The Pro League charms and the Pro League skin charms are pretty hard to classify too. Each major, those who watch the stream via Twitch can unlock charms relating to the major, going from bronze to diamond. But that's pretty neat again, but once the major's over, you'll never be getting those charms again. The Pro League skin charms that you buy are when you receive a Pro League version of an operator outfit from every season. Say, if you get the Pro League Dokkaebi skin, you can get the Dokkaebi charm. Once the skin is off the market, you won't be seeing it again, and this is probably the most boring one on the list, but making as far as number 8 is still pretty interesting. Number 7, remove team charms. If you're a fan of an esports team in Siege and buy all of their merch, including their in-game skins, well then you're in a weird position once they leave the scene or even sometimes get relegated. Well, not all these charms are going to be exceptionally rare, like some like Evil Geniuses, especially their 2018 bundle, are going to be exceptionally rare now to see in game. I think part of the rarity too is the pain behind some of these removed charms from teams and well, in some cases the team themselves. Hey, I bet you don't have a flip side tactics charm. Number 6, the Frost Raptor charm. Technically speaking, anyone can get this charm every few months. I don't have a specific number, but I'm assuming it's a very low amount of people who have this charm, but the Frost Raptor is a dinky looking frost featuring raptor legs. Now, if you don't know your Siege lore and you're probably thinking, oh, that's bizarre, but historically, Siege used to have a very, very weird glitch early in its life, where at times operators' bones would break and contort into raptor legs. This charm would only be unlocked if you submit via bug reports to the developers of the technical test server, and 3 of them at least had to be acknowledged. I have no idea how that process works, but I have never seen a Frost Raptor charm in person before, whether it be a Pro League event or even in game, just never saw it. Let me know in the comments down below if you do have the Frost charm, or let's take it a step further, do you have any of these rare charms in the list? The only ones I have, other than the Pro League ones, is I have the Grizz charm. Number 5, the Go4 Charm. The Go4 Charm brings us back to a weird time in Siege, back when there were weekly-ish tournaments that a lot of up-and-coming players grew from, and a lot of these players we still see today. Something that a lot of people forget about too is that these Go4 winners got charms for winning certain tournaments. It seems like there were weird issues with people never receiving these charms, and because of how little people won Go4s and how unique each charm is, for every event, it seems like maybe at most there are 5 of these charms that exist inside for each of charm, but it's impossible to know. Number 4, the Playtester Charm. The Playtester Charm has been given out to playtesters of the game. This one's pretty straightforward and definitely not documented very well at all. There has only really been one instance that I could find of someone saying that they actually legitimately got this charm, and it was only this year. This user signed up to playtest for Ubisoft and got the charm, and got paid on top of it. While this user couldn't say exactly what they did say they were playtesting on the live server, so that's interesting. But unfortunately, that's all the information we have. Number 2, the Year 1 Season 1 Diamond Charm. Getting a Diamond Charm now is easy peasy compared to how it was a very long time ago in Siege. In Year 1 Season 1, only the top 0.1% of people would reach the Diamond rank. This was a very long time before the Championship rank came out, and while it's not clear how many players were in the top 1.1%, it's definitely not a lot. If you have a Black Ice Diamond Charm, kudos to you. Because I tried looking online and I couldn't find anyone legitimately having it. So if you've been playing Siege since the very beginning and you hit Diamond and Black Ice, please show me in the comments down below that you have this charm. I'd love to see it in person. Number 1, the ESL Charm. The ESL Charm was accidentally released one day completely at random, and mysteriously taken away later that day. The ESL Charm was released on accident, and with many other charms meant to be in bundles, and while those were taken away too, they all came back over time, except for the ESL Charm. If you were lucky enough to get the ESL Charm in that, let's say, 10-minute span, congrats. You have the rarest charm in Siege. But let me know down below, everyone, what you think the rarest charm in Siege is, and maybe we'll consider it for a future video. Let me know what your favorite charm is too, and maybe we can make a small poll and make a video of that. And if you have any extra ideas for content for this channel, please let me know. I'd love to hear.